Welcome back to Bushcraft Evolution. I know it's been a while since we've gotten a video out to you, and just lots of weather in our area being an issue again, and then on top of that, you know, everybody's trying to get out and do the exact same thing we're trying to do, not film but camp and do all those types of things. So what I wanted to do was give you a short little video on this Bedroll harness. And let me put my remote down. So this was made by a guy by the name of Drew. I'll show you this in just a minute, and along with this I'll have his information flash across the screen at some point and even down in the description box. But he and I were in discussions. This is the same guy that did the leather patches for me, and so I got to talking with him and I asked him if he knew anything about Bedroll harnesses, and he told me that a long time ago he made one just for himself, that he never made any others and never really had a desire or really a need or a want to do more than just the one he made for himself. So he dug his out of storage or wherever he had it and got to looking at it and decided that he could make me one. So that's what you see right here, a traditional style 2-buckle harness with a strap and carry handle if you don't want to use the strap. Adjustable there, adjustable here. So let me show you this real quick, and then we'll. It's Rafter 3 Leatherworks. His name is Drew. He has an Etsy shop, Facebook, and Instagram. Various different ways for you to get a hold of him if you decide that you want one yourself. Last I checked on his Etsy shop, he still had 3 available. And if you go to his Etsy shop, you'll see that he has this traditional brown look, brown leather, and then he also has black leather on there. And per our discussions and our conversations, I told him I wanted to do a review video after using this a few times off camera. I just wanted to get the feel for it and not be fumbling around on camera and trying to shoot a video and not make it look professional or whatever. So this is not going to be of me using it, it's just going to be of my opinion on it, and then I want to give you guys the specs as far as the leather, the hardware, treatment, all that types of stuff. So I have that conversation screenshotted on my phone from mine and his discussions, and I don't want to be inaccurate with any information provided to you, so I'm going to read exactly what he told me so that I don't fumble anything and mess anything up. So let me get this open and we will go from there. I will start by saying that with most bedrolls, if you've done any research, much like myself, I mean, I'm a huge history buff, you all know that, I've mentioned it several times. You've seen bedrolls, I mean wide, huge cowboy bedrolls. You see them every bit of that thick, and now today as small as this. This one is 8 inches in diameter from side to side, and it's probably 16, 18 inches wide, maybe closer to 20 inches. But this is just what works for me. We're not going to go into what I have in here as my setup, but eventually we will. I just want to give you the specs and my opinion and all that information on the harness itself. So per our conversation, we'll start with hardware. These are all solid brass. I did know that because that's what I requested. I said I wanted brown leather and I wanted brass hardware. I mean, the buckles are very nice and durable. They have these quick release hooks that are on the harness itself. So if you are finding yourself getting tangled up in, say, the woods, bushes, or whatever, you can quickly push this and let yourself free, so you're not getting hung up, getting yourself injured, hurt, or anything like that. So that's awesome. And then he put the D-rings on there, which is basically a traditional hardware piece itself. We'll get into more of that in just a second. So like I said, all brass hardware. The rivets are hand peened, so he has the tool and the hammer and he peens them by hand. He doesn't have a machine that presses them or does anything like that. He does all of this stuff by hand, which is what I really love about this. This isn't mass produced. These are one-offs, meaning no two are alike. Sure, the dimensions might be similar, but they're all handmade per order, ready to go. So they're not rapid rivets or double cap rivets. I'm not sure what rivet lingo is, but I'm assuming that's a good thing. And I do know that being that they're done by hand, that's way better, and attention to detail is there and you can see it. They're mushroomed like they should be, so they can't slip back through that hole. Let's see, the edges of the leather on every single piece, if you look at it, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but yeah, right there you can see beveled. All these edges have been beveled so that they don't get torn up. I mean, it will get torn up because it's going to get beat up. I don't plan to, you know, hang this on the wall and let it just sit there. So it will get beat up over time, but they were all beveled for a smoother, cleaner edge so that you don't catch on anything and just tear the crud out of it, for lack of a better term. It gets rid of any sharp edges, corners, things like that. So that's one conversation. The tanning is what he told me is vegetable tanned. So it's a process of using tannins, usually from oak bark, to tan the leather, which I absolutely love. That's exactly how the patches were done, and I love the color of this just as much as I love the color of this. I love the browns and the brasses together. They're just a real good, awesome, nostalgic look. Says it takes upwards of 3 months to tan leather using the vegetable tan method, opposed to the cheaper chrome tan leather that could be tanned in a day using chemicals like chromium salts. He didn't explain this to me, but what I gather from any research I've done, that just makes for poor quality leather. Not the leather itself being bad, but the finish being bad. And it would dry out faster. With vegetable tanning, you literally could go to your pantry, grab out some vegetable oil, and rub that all over your leather and give it a nice, clean, moist look and have it last for a long, long time. He says chrome tan is usually used for upholstery items, garments, and bags, so like purses and things like that, where vegetable tanning is used for saddles and tack, holsters, high quality belts, knife sheaths, and bedroll harnesses. So for the outdoor use, you want to use vegetable tanning, and that's what he did. And I'm grateful for his research and his due diligence on his end to make this a quality product. I plan to use this for many, many years. Let's see what else he said. The harness itself is 8 to 9 ounce full grain vegetable tan water buffalo, which is hot stuffed with waxes and tallows to give it a beautiful pull-up effect, and it's water resistant. This thing is amazing. I mean, everything about this thing I just love, and they're very easy to come off. You saw that, like one hand, and then even one hand to put it back on. Of course, I don't have this thing blood tight because it doesn't need to be blood tight. I'm not riding a horse, I'm just carrying it in and out of the woods. So that is it for the information given to me. Now I'm going to do my part, and I'm going to send you his way. His name is Drew. He has his own leather shop. He doesn't have a huge facility with lots of employees. This is a man doing it himself. He has his business card, which I showed you in the beginning. But I'm going to take all this information that's on here, especially contact information. I'm going to flash it on the screen somewhere. It's going to be in the middle here, up there, down there. I don't know. And then even in the description below. So you have multiple ways of getting a hold of him. Like I said, last I checked, there was 3 still on Etsy, so you can order one that's already made, or you can contact him and ask him to make one per your specs, what you want, what you're looking for. Now, I will tell you that after receiving this and having it for a little bit and giving it a little bit of field testing, I have come up with a new idea that I am hoping Drew and I have discussed, and hope that it can be out in the next couple of weeks to a month or so. And if this does come out, it's going to revolutionize the Bedroll harness. So let that be a little teaser to you. Stay tuned for an updated video, or just that new video coming out. I want to end this by asking you to continue to subscribe if you are subscribed. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And then somewhere along here it's going to say subscribe, like, share. I'd like for you to do all of those things. Even comment below. It helps out our channel tremendously. We're trying to grow it. We're not trying to become YouTubers and make millions of dollars off of this. We're doing this for fun, but we would like for our subscribers to continue to grow and expand into other areas of YouTube. We still want to do the bushcraft stuff. We still want to continue with camping. We want to get out there and do more outdoor adventures, and we hope you come along for the ride and the journey. So please subscribe if you aren't already. If you are subscribed, continue supporting us. Comment below, like, share. Send this all of your media outlets, all of your social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Just put our name out there, Bushcraft Evolution, and we promise we are not going anywhere. We promise to be here. And then this baker style setup that I have with my 10x10, that could be a video coming up, but another time, another place. Bedroll harness, amazing. Drew from Rafter 3 Leatherworks. Check him out, tell him you want one, and look forward to upcoming collaborations with Drew and myself on some improvements that I've already decided to do to this. And then I can give you other ways of attaching this to backpacks or haversacks or anything else that you could dream up. If you have any suggestions for me, drop those down in the comment section. And until next time I see you, get out there,